Everybody, welcome to my flight deck. Captain Mike here. Today we're going to run the return flight. We're still up in Canada. We're running a WestJet flight number 188. You'll also notice that I added the load data sheet back into the mix because I found a way to get the CDU up there so you can actually follow along as I'm programming the flight management computer via the CDU. So I'm hoping that all this is going to work and come together. We'll see. This is a short flight. It's just over an hour. And I'm hoping everything goes according to plan. So I've got my load data sheet on board here. You should be able to see it down here. So let's get started. DC battery selected to bat and DC battery switch on guarded. Standby powers auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2-in-1 are off. Landing gear is down. We've got 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. Fault in up. And overheat fire. Alright, ground power is available. Let's confirm we have ground power. And we should be set for unconditioned air ready, which we are. Galley power's on. Let's align these IRSs. Emergency exit lights are armed. Let's just cycle that. Trim air and enter our position. Okay, so our parking brake is set. Flaps are up, up, and up. And skip the position lights. And that should take care of the originator flight. Let's move on. Alright, leading edge devices test. Surface interphone is off. Engine reverses are extinguished. EEC switches are on guarded. Crew oxygen is plenty. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder is normal. Alright, let's test that. Alright, airspeed Mach 1 and 2 test. Might be too early for stall warning. Alright, we'll come back to that. 3 green on the landing gear and the PSEU is out. Let's check our oxygen flow. Flow is good and we'll do our lights test. Oh really? Yeah, I've been doing live a little bit lately. Most of my stuff is pre-recorded only because of my breathing. But my breathing's been pretty good lately, so I've been running some live flights. I'm also trying some new stuff here with the load data sheet and the CDU. Hopefully that's going to work as well. Alright, let's check these lights. Flight controls A and B are on guarded. Alternate flaps off guarded. Spoilers A and B are on guarded. Yaw damper is on. VHF normal. IRS is normal. FMC is normal. Source select is auto. Control panel is normal. Fuel temp is fine. Crossfeed check. Fuel pumps are fine. AC/DC panel is good. Equipment cooling is normal. Emergency exit lights. No smoking seatbelt sign. Window heat. Let's run that test. TAT test. That should extinguish, but it doesn't. Alright, wing and engine in the ice are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2-in-1 are off. Let's get these doors open. Get these cargo doors open as well. Test on the flight data recorder, and pressurization panel's fine, no erroneous numbers, temperature's good. And let's reset the master caution. Overheat test. Wing body, and that's good. That is all set. Today's flight is 330. Okay. And first flight of the day. We are good. Okay, from here we would get ATIS clearance and program the flight management computer. Now I haven't been able to get ATIS in 2020 since I got this thing running, so. And clearance, well, we're going to say we got clearance since we're not flying online. So we're going to program the flight management computer now. So we're going to CYYC, which is Calgary, and you should be getting this screen, I hope. Oh, there's a delay here. Let me just make sure that screen's working. Hey John, how are you? I'm just pausing for a minute. I want to make sure this CDU screen is working. I don't think it is. Let me check on this CDU. That CDU should be updating and following me along. I think I got it. Was actually following the first officer's CDU. Good thing I have a view down here, or else you guys would have been dead the whole way. Okay, and we're going there. Let's go. What's our flight number? And I'm not going to put the company route in. We'll do it ourselves. So let's go to departure. We've got runway 34. And we're going direct, correct? Kettle. And on the back end, we've got 6. Alright, and we want into 35. And we're coming from Norrit, correct? Yes. Alright, let's put this in now. The boring stuff. Okay. KETTL. Correct. And we've got Membo, MENBO. And we're picking that up. It's a nice short ride. Alright. PIBSO, Amido, and then Sidel. That's looking good. Whoa, don't run away on me here. It's the only bad thing about trying to do two screens at once, so you get to see it at the same time. And there's good. And then depth 2, correct? Yes. That looks pretty good. Right. And we want, let's see. Let's do ILS, shall we? Let's take a look at that. It would be nice if I could give you these displays, but unfortunately that I can't do. Kettle, Menbo, Norit, Bisbo, Mito, Sidel, and that's where we make our turn. And we'll check that. Because once I get rid of the low data sheet, I can't bring it back, then you guys can't see it anymore. But that is correct. And from depth 2, and we're going to come right back around. That is correct. And where's the hold? That looks good. Okay, now let's get our weight. Now I'm using the BBJ aircraft, even though my low data sheet set up for the regular 800, so there's a little bit of difference going on here. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, let's get our fuel in here from Zebo first. Fuel for this flight, the block fuel is going to be 112.59. Okay, and let's see if we can get the payload in here. And there's our estimated zero fuel weight. So 116.6 is the ZFW. Our final reserve is going to be 2.1. Cost index, this flight is 40. And our flight level, I said, was 330. Alright, let's get our cruise winds. So I'm going to go to top of climb here. I hope this is keeping up. And top of climb, cruise is 144 at 34. 144 at 34. And we'll put that in there. And we're not going to derate. So, and that should be 8. That's going to be flaps 5 takeoff. And a buck 40. Okay, and let's get this information in. Let's get our estimated. Our average ISR is going to be 8. And let's check the weather. Let's see. I want too far. And that's going to be 3018. And that's going to go there. And on the way down, now let's put that in right now. Okay, descent profile at 114 at 12. And we've got 112 at 2. And we've got 200 at 1. Oh, I just lost all that. You're not going to take that, are you? Alright, we'll do that again. I must have hit the wrong button. I think I hit the erase. 114 at 12. My fat fingers. 112 at 2. And 200 at 1. I gotta put that icer in again. That was 8. And 30. 18. Okay, let that compute. Let's bring up you to progress page. Alright, now I have everything from here that I need, so I'm going to get rid of the load data sheet so you can look at the charts. Alright, now the charts should pop up. Let's take a look. The SID is, we're direct, so I want to take a look on the back end. Let's see if that airport's in here. There you are. And the arrival, I said we had 6 into 35 right. Alright, so let's just take a look at this real quick and make sure we're good here, because we're coming in from Norrit. So let's have a look at that plan. Are we on page 1? Okay. So, NORAD, Amito, and we need to be above 14, which we are. CYLW, above 13, and then next up is below 13, and then we're above 12. And 10, and we make the right hand. That's good at 9. Right, we're coming there, and max is 210. Max is 210. Then depth 2, and then we get our vector back to Tasbu and on our way in, and that looks good. Alright, that's done. Now let me get, I can feel my voice already. Let's go back and give me, well, first off, let's get these in here. Oh, wrong airport. Ground is 121.9. Is that running? Let's check, make sure that program is running. I should have ATC. Hand me this. Where's my ATC here? That's up. That's on. Why am I not getting anything here?
Can 235, third line, runway 3 right.
Oh, here we go.
Right off 55.
Well, that's better.
That's 550, climb runway, heading clear takeoff, runway 0 right.
Alright. Hey, if that's the least of the problems, that's pretty good. Alright, so you're in. You're good, you're good, you're good. This is going to be 12. 1200, you're good. Alright, terrain, position, data, airport, station. I'm on the master. You can have weather, station, airport, data, position. That's 140. Our initial heading is going to be 8. Alright. There we go. We're going straight up. And yeah, we're not on intercept. Alright, that's good, that's good, that's good. Nose wheel steering is guarded. Let's check these displays. And the lowers. And auto flight. Okay, artificial horizon is level, 45 on the speed tape, ground speed is 0. We've got V1 of 126, V2 of 140. We've got altitude of 33. We're going straight up, heading of 58. And I don't know why it doesn't give me inches until I actually flip that. Alright, so that's good now, and I've got terrain here. My standby gauges are out for this run. Let's reset you, and give me that data. And one is set to auto, speed reference set to auto. Auto brake is set to rejected takeoff. Alright, we are good.
Alpha 127, long landings approved, clear to land, runway 0.
That's good, that's good. Let's run that test. And no fuel in the center tank. Let's get the APU up and running.
212, current threshold, minor runway 08, right, good demanded climb, runway heading balance,
and ground proximity.
And climb the runway heading balance and change for the Canada.
Let's get these doors buttoned up.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed. Full. Airspeed. Full.
And ground services are going to be next.
Caribou 2200 on number 1, runway 08 right. Keep your discretion. Please have discretion on 5200.
Alright, now we need to come back to the correct airport.
North Caribou 2200, long landings approved, clear to land, runway 08 right. Well, landings approved, clear to land, runway 08 right, North Caribou 2200. Sure.
Alright, why are you changing on me here? Airports.
219, heavy tower, clear to land, runway 08
You. Airport. Okay. Now, are you going to change on me again? Thank you. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, we got a nice short taxi. We're going right to 3-4. Alright, APU is up and running. And APU is good. That test is done. And we'll check that.
North Caribou 2200, exit right on hotel, contact ground there 121.7.
Alright.
Right on hotel, contact ground on Caribou 2200.
Alright, APU is good. Give me a minute on the clock.
Train 278, depart number 2 to dash 8 on your left side. Roger, number 2, clean at 278.
In the meantime, let's get rid of the jocks and the stairs.
Takeoff to the right, clean at 278. 278, contact departure. Copy, departure 1323, clean at 270.
That's a minute. Alright, we're gonna come on, bleed here. And you. Alright, let's see, what do we got? Stairs are gone, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. We should be good to go. Alright, we're gonna back out on our own power, so let's get these engines started. And we're starting number 2.
WestJet 104 Tower Airport, contact departure on 13365, 12905, clear for takeoff runway 20. Clear for takeoff, WestJet 104. So on. Tower Encore 3222, the visual for 30. Course 312, correction 3222, tower, good morning, wind 2906, off the right 29.
So far so good from cold and dark.
Gate number 2, we checked in 94.
Oh, it was great, John. The family came over, they had a blast. They ate too much, it's not my leftovers. I think my wife's gonna make me a meatball hero for tonight for dinner. And I'm not complaining. That was good. It's nice everybody getting together. It's a shame families don't do it more often. Okay. Alright, so let's take Gen 1 on. Gen 2 that is. Let's confirm we've got juice, isolation valve to close, right pack to auto, and we're starting number 1.
Entry 222 will start from the back. Thank you. Tower WestJet 135 is ready. WestJet 135, Tower line up runway 30. I'll be ready for 130, we are ready. WestJet 135. Thanks, sir. WestJet 135, Tower airborne, contact departure on 13365, wind 3005. Clear takeoff runway 30. Clear takeoff 30, 3365 in the air, WestJet 135, yes. Echo 3 222, thanks for the help. Company on the roll, wind 3004, clear to land runway 30. Okay, no problem, clear to land 301 for 3 Tower 413 will be ready to go. What is wrong? Tower 413, Tower, good morning. Airborne, contact departure 13365, wind 3104, clear takeoff runway 20. Clear takeoff 20.
You should not be lit. Alright, what do we have? Before taxi, alright, fuel levers, idle detent, engine generator selectors are on, AC voltmeter selectors are on Gen 1, probe heat switches are on, engine wing anti-ice is required, they're off, hydraulic pump switches A and B, they're on, lead air panel, check, set, and yeah, we're set. Exterior lights as needed right now, we've got anti-collision in position, we'll get the taxi as soon as we get out of here. Master caution, we already did that. We'll do the flaps, transponder, and all that once we get out of the gate. I'm going to back out on my own. This should be interesting. And 3-4 should be that way.
Tower United 576, ready for departure 20.
My wife gives me a little jitter in the beginning, and then it kind of goes away. I think I should have went the other way. You know what? We'll come all the way around. How about that? We'll come all the way around. A little more, baby. You get right on that line. She does seem to die a little quick backing up, though. Alright, how about we stay right there before we end up in the grass. Alright, flaps are 5. Taxi light is on. We're going to TA and auto. Right. Flaps, transponder up. Make sure these are good.
Those vehicles on the left-hand side are not going to bound. You're going to stay to your east.
Alright. Yeah, it's funny how these Navigraph charts don't match up with MS 2020 all that well. They have me out off on the apron itself. Very hazy out here. Very hazy.
Roger, or would you rather just do the run-up and take up? Okay, this is that one. We'll do the run-down. Okay, check that, thanks.
Alright.
Guardian 617, Tower contact terminal 119.2 airborne, winds 20011. When you're ready, quick to go, North 23 of it.
We're going direct, so we don't need that. Let's zoom on out a little bit here, shall we? I believe that should be good. All right.
998, Roger, just got one to land. They're about 4 miles back. We're just going after that. 998,
You're good. TARA, let me get my clock going. And we're out of here. Here we come, Calgary. Ready or not? I mean, I'm light enough. I can take off right from here, but let's see if PMDG can make that turn down there.
Yeah, 998. I'm not sure if the top of those comments here. The good from that WestJet just landed on number 23 for braking action. Contact terminal airborne 119. The wind 190 left F90. Romac 13 number 53. Full contact terminal airborne. Romac 13 up to 3 Jazz 998.
The scenery looks pretty cool out that right window. Very nice.
PowerPoint 288 Tower.
Thanks, Rose Wings. I'm glad you're able to join me. I've been doing a little more online flying lately. I've been feeling pretty good. My breathing's been alright, so I figure why not. Alright, PMDG, you're going to be able to swing this turn now. I've been having an issue with my tiller, and I believe I got it straightened out. Let's see, she wants to go straight here. I got to play with it. I'm on turn, Johnny. Yeah, I'll fix you once we get in position. I don't know why PMDG does that. All the way around, baby. She seems to get stuck even though I have the tiller in the turn right position for some reason. Alright, 40%. We're stable. That's not good. Check. Throttle hold. Gotta keep an eye on that auto throttle.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. I'm gonna take this turn today. PMDG's been having all the fun lately. Oh man, look at that view. That is absolutely beautiful. Man. Outstanding. Oh, that is fantastic. Right, pay attention, Johnny. Platform. All right, you can have it now. And we're inbound Kettle. And look at all those trees. Flaps up. Should be in right now. Yep, good enough. So far, not bad. Just a couple of issues with the auto throttle. One was probably due to that turn, but that second one shouldn't have been a disconnect. Yeah, we got a little bit of wind hitting us from the side. So we've got 76 miles to top of climb and 229 miles to go to Calgary. That is nice and smooth. I'm looking at the edge bezel of the my last monitor here as the scenery goes by past that stopped space, and it just looks fantastic. It's smooth. And to think I'm running what, 7, 8 displays now? These 7 plus that one down there on one computer. That's amazing. 250 knots on the way up to 10,000, right on the money there, PMDG. We're good here. And off. Beautiful. And Kettle is 7.6. Yeah, I think I might do more mountainous area flying. These look rather nice. I usually fly in the cities, in the States. But it's pretty cool. And Device Interface Manager has been performing beautifully. And it's still in alpha. I'm using version 1.1.9.9, and the interface has been performing great. I'm hoping that in the future, the flight illusion gauges will be added into the mix, and I'll pretty much be done, with the exception of the rudder trim gauge. So, a lot of progress. And then to hope, see what 2024 brings to the mix. It would be nice if we got a little bit of higher ortho scenery, photogrammetry or whatever. Because it's looking real good now. It's pretty smooth, so we'll let them run around. 5-knot crosswind hitting us. Nothing really. And we're inbound Kettle. And I think we got about 100 miles, maybe even less, before we end up on the arrival chart into Calgary. I was checking with FlightAware 24. I'm going to run the same runway that they're running in the real world. So we'll be coming into 3.5 right. For what I've been seeing, that's what they've been using. Yeah, you know, Willis, the reason why I'm not all that comfortable with VATSIM anymore, I mean, I was on there a long time ago and I loved it, and I think it's great. But I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, if it has something to do with this, you know, my health. I just have a hard time trying to understand what they're telling me. And I don't want to ruin it for anybody else. So that's one of the reasons why I fly like this. I'm really looking forward to see what Beyond ATC brings into the mix. That's going to be interesting if it's as good as what it's been sounding. That's 18. What do we have here? Altimeters. Yep, standard pressure. And then we're monitor. Monitor the electrical power, the hydraulic systems, cabin temperature, engine status, fuel usage, flight plan progress, pressurization panel, and then we're going to plan the arrival. Not too much for one guy. So let's see, when do we hit that chart on the back end? Yeah, Norton. At 115 miles before we hit that. Actually, we're on the chart a little bit before that, so yeah, about 100 miles. That view is just amazing, man. Wow. That is beautiful. 58. From what I've been listening to online with the YouTube and what they've been showing, it seems to be very promising. So we'll see what that brings to the mix. Because that would more than likely be the route that I would go. Because it's a steady voice, it's fairly easy to understand. And if I do screw something up, I won't be messing with anybody else that may be behind me or anybody in front of me. You know, if I got to hold somewhere, you know, I could mess with a whole bunch of people. So I really don't like to do that, especially if they're having a fly-in somewhere. So you can see on the map, hopefully, here's our top of climb right here, and then right here is our top of descent. So we're not going to be up here all that long. This is a really great flight. Up, you get to relax for a little bit, then you're on your way down. Would be nice if 2024 gives us the ability to do networking, at least with the glass displays. Because then I'd be able to give you the primary flight display, the nav display, and everything else like I do when I'm running X-plane. Give you the MCP so you can keep an eye on the entire ride. Right now it's pretty limited. Man, that is some amazing view. Beautiful. Never gets old. We get rid of that for now. And that should be in range. Yeah. Doesn't look like there's any weather out there, based on what I can see as well. Tell you that little bit of haze, fog they got going on in the valleys in between these mountains look amazing. Great job. Man. Enbo, we should have 7.4 on the fuel, and we're at 8.2 right now. Looking good.
It's going to be 124.35. We should get you back down 24.35.
So you got another 15 miles to top of climb. We left the runway 13 minutes ago. That's a nice climb. You know what? The food was great. I had baked ziti, meatballs, had some family over. It was great. Should have more layovers like that.
You'll follow the jump of 145, not the one taking the runway, but the next one.
I think I may have a couple more quirky issues to work out, but I think the CDU is working out now. I think those screens on the bottom look pretty good. Man, I can't get over that view. That is just something else. 2024 ever comes with networking, I can take that 2K, bump it up to 4K. I could probably do 4K in the air without getting any stutters. But right now, that's at 2K. So that's 33 grand. And what do we have? 20 miles, 40 miles to top of descent. Let's see what we have when it switches over. Still showing top of climb for a half mile. Top of descent, 37 miles. That's quick up and down. It's a beautiful view, the whole ride. Both days, actually. I thought we were going to get a little hazed out on the way out yesterday, but out of Calgary, but it wasn't that bad. And this is basically looking the same as yesterday, the weather. Looks cold. And this way we're fighting a headwind today. We didn't have much of a tailwind, maybe 10 knots yesterday. We're fighting a 32 headwind. Well, just about on the way back. All right, Mimo, you should be coming into range. And that's 5.9 actually. And I said 7.4 on the fuel. Right now we're at 7.7. About 60 miles out from top of descent from our approach chart into Calgary. That should give you a better view on the way in of where we are. I'm still playing around with the course index, trying to get my descents where I'm not using too much speed brake. But this bird just seems to want to stay in the air. And our first constraint coming up is what, above 14. Yeah, I think I may do some more flying in the mountain areas. This is just Man, I've been missing out for so long. I go from city to city. New York, Chicago, LA, Dallas, and Florida and whatnot. But I think I've been missing out. I think it might time to venture out of the States a bit. Alright, how about we get them back in their seats? And let's have a quick look, since I already know where we're going because we're doing it based on the real world. How about we get some background noise in here, shall we? Let's get center in here. There we go. Let's check real quick what we're going to be doing here. Okay, decision height, refer to minimums, right, and okay, and missed approach, what are we doing here? 41, 345, climbing right, turn 27, into 7. Okay. That looks pretty good. And we're looking at 110.75. 345. And let's get you in. Oh boy. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to get there.